So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my favorite brushes it is that I use on a regular basis. I get asked this question a lot on my Instagram, so I decided to finally film a video on it. So for those of you who are interested in knowing what brushes it is that I use, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys these brushes in no particular order, but these are my favorite eye brushes that I like to use, and I have been using these for about 3 years now. So the first brush that I'm going to talk about is the MAC 224. There are a lot of dupes for this, but I have only been using the MAC 224 because I bought it without even trying any other blending brushes, so I wouldn't know what to use to compare to this. So this is what it looks like. It is obviously a fluffy blending brush, and this retails for about, I want to say $25 to $30, around that. But these brushes are really sturdy, and they're honestly worth the money. It's really good for blending out products within the crease. You can also use this for your concealer. Everybody should have is the MAC 239, and it is a flat shader brush. I have tried a lot of shader brushes from the drugstore, from the Swap Me, from my mom. Like, I've been using all of them, and as soon as I got my hands on the MAC one, it just really grabs onto the product, and it doesn't stick too much to the brush. And once you apply it like on your lid, like everything comes off. Like, it's really concentrated. It's like almost, I can compare it to, you know, like when you grab some eyeshadow, like shimmer eyeshadow with your finger, and then apply it to your lid. It's almost similar to that. And this one retails for about, I want to say, like, again, 25 to 30. I'm not too sure how much they are, but I will link all of the information in the bottom bar. There is no dupe for this. I've tried the Sigma one, I've tried the Sedona Lace one, and nothing compares to the MAC 217. This is what it looks like. It's a tapered blending brush. You can use this for blending, but what I use it for is to deposit color into the crease. I literally like stab it into my eye. If you guys haven't seen my other tutorials, like you've probably seen me stab my eye with this, but I also use this on my Instagram a lot in the mini tutorials that I put up. There is no other brush like this, and I've had this brush since I was a sophomore in high school, and it works amazing. You can also use this for your concealer, like for underneath your eyes, to pack on color on the lid. You can pretty much use it for anything, but I use this specifically for the crease and for blending out like eyeliner towards the bottom of your. This is another brush that I use all the time. I use this every single day, whether I'm doing a dramatic look, an everyday look. I don't know the name of this. I bought it at a makeup trade show. It wasn't IMATS, it was a different one, Fame Expo in LA. I think I paid about $2 for this brush, but I know e.l.f. has one. It's called the liner brush, and it's a flat top brush like this. I use this to underline and carve my eyebrows. You can also carve at the top, but I kind of got over that phase. But this is a really good brush. You can also use this to smudge out the liner at the bottom, but I don't really use this brush too much, but I feel like everybody should have it for when you do like smoked out eyes. Like, I did this today and I used this brush. It's just a pencil as one, but that one's like 30 bucks. This one, I feel like you can, I feel like every brand that has their own brush line, I feel like they have this brush. I feel like this one works just as good as any other one. This one I use for the inner corners of my eyes to smudge out the bottom, and then if I really want to deepen up my outer crease, this is the one that I use. This brush is from Mica. I bought this when I used to work for them about a year ago, and I fell in love with it. It's like a little synthetic dual fiber brush, and I use this to blend out the concealer underneath my brows when I carve them out. And yeah, this is the only brush that I use to blend it out. I think I used some hair addiction brushes a while back, but I always go for this one. You can also use the MAC 217 to blend out underneath. You don't necessarily have to go by this one. My favorite eyeliner brush, I've gone through so many eyeliner brushes. I've had a Sedona Lace one, I've had an e.l.f. liner brush, I've had a Sonia Kashuk Sigma eyeliner brush, and I just can't use them. This is the one that I use for my eyeliner all the time. It's the MAC 210. It's the MAC 210. It's the thinnest eyeliner brush that they have. And it's by far my favorite. I've been using it for about 2 years already. I'm not too sure how much this one retails for. I believe it's like $18 to $20, but like I said, I will link all the information in the bottom bar. So that's pretty much all of the eye brushes that I use. They are a little bit expensive, but I feel like once you buy them, you honestly don't really need to go buy other brushes anymore. So I really highly recommend these ones. And then for the face brushes, I'm not too crazy when it comes to face brushes, just because I like to buy brushes that kind of do more than one job at the same time. So for face brushes, you would want one for your blush, you would want one to set your powder, to contour, and to highlight. I like to use brushes that do everything. So I got this one by Sedona Lace. It came with the Vortex brush kit with the brush belt. If you guys want a separate review for those brushes, you can go ahead and comment down below. I'm not really too much of a fan of Sedona Lace brushes. I'm not trying to bash on the company or whatever, but I like to give my honest opinion, and I spent about $50 on that brush belt, and I hardly even touch any of the brushes that it came with, except for this one. This one is like the tapered, fluffy face brush. I use this one to set my under eye concealer. I use it to set my whole face, and you can also use this to highlight, but I have a separate brush for that. But this is one of my favorites. It's super fluffy and it's super soft, and it gets the job done. And the handles are really sturdy. So this is called the FB03. This one is by Sedona Lace. And then this is my favoriteest brush that I own. I got this because before I used to go to these like so-called MAC parties, you know, where like the Mexican ladies like sell MAC and they like rip you off and say that it's real MAC, but it's not. I used to be one of those believers, and I would literally blow like $200 on fake MAC because I was so into it. I was just like, oh my god. But the brushes are really good. Like, I don't know why they try to like mimic the MAC cosmetics company when they could just come out with their own brand. I don't know, whatever. But this brush is the one that came with one of the face brush sets that I got, and I literally use this for everything. I wouldn't know where you could get this. It's my holy grail, and I use this to contour. I've used a lot of other brushes to contour, but I feel like it doesn't deposit the product evenly, so it looks like I'm blotchy. But this one just has the perfect amount of hair, and I use this for my highlight, and I use this for my contour, and I also use this to apply my blush. I'm not really a big fan of blush, so I don't really wear it too much, but this is a staple. And then I also love this one. This is by Hair and Makeup Addiction. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen a lot of people rave about it on Instagram. This one is called the Queen. I love this one to conceal underneath my eyes because it's like a dual fiber and it's really dense, so it really packs on the product to apply a full coverage for your concealer. And then this is what I use to apply my foundation. I've tried using brushes, and this is what I usually always go for. I believe this retails for about $25 at like Sephora, and I know there are a lot of dupes for it, but I haven't tried a sponge that works just as good as the Beauty Blender. But I'm gonna go ahead and go to Target and Walmart and just buy a whole bunch of them, and then just do separate reviews for them, because $25 is a little pricey to spend on a little sponge. But after you use this, like, you honestly will never go back to using your foundation brush. And I've also been wanting to try the Sigma F80. I think that's what it's called. But like I said, since I already have this, I don't really feel like I need to use it. So yeah, this pretty much sums up all of my favorite brushes. If you guys have any more requests for any of the videos you want me to do, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments, and I will talk to you guys all later.